Guys, welcome back to Grenke Chess Classic. It's almost the final day. So we have Vincent Keymer playing against Liren. Vincent is on the last place going into final day. And he needs a win. He hasn't won a single game and he is playing world champion. And if he wins, he can force a tie break. So let's see what happens. Vincent played knight f3, Reti opening. So players develop pieces. Castle, e5. So here actually Liren doesn't have any problems. I mean, he controls the center with this e5. He can go bishop e6. He has space. This structure on king side looks very weird. This h4 move. There is g4 square for black pieces. So there is not a lot going on for white here. So bishop g4, queen d1, knight d5, rook c1, knight d4, takes, and queen b3. Now Vincent is trying to attack b7 pawn and also put some pressure on d5. There are some lines, let's say queen d5, knight f6, bishop f6, and bishop d5. Just like something like that. And Liren decided to sacrifice pawn on b7. Bishop e2, rook e1, bishop d3, knight c5, attacking this bishop on d3. Now Dean counterattacks with the rook, he attacks the queen has to take, and now Dean blunders. He plays rook b2, he's attacking this bishop, but it turns out after bishop d5, and let's say if rook d2 is played, there is knight d7 and we're winning an exchange, because if rook e8 we can just take a knight f6 and it's a fork. So what happens is bishop b5 is played. Dean is trying to prevent knight d7 from happening and still attacks this bishop on d2, but the point is after queen b7 this bishop hangs after rook d2 and simple. I mean, queen b5 is not even a threat. White have rook e7 attacking f7 square. And basically the position, bishop c6 is just an insane move, but the position, the computer just gives up everything. The position is lost because white are simply up a piece. So what happens is d3 is played. And now absolutely insane, boom, knight e6. I would put double exclaim mark here because I think it's a brilliant move. He sacrifices a piece, and the point is after f takes e6, which was played, rook e6, and now some discovered checks are being threatened. So this I mean, black have to do something. And look, Dean has 26 minutes. He doesn't think at all. And while Vincent has only 7 minutes on the clock, king h8, rook g6, now he's threatening to checkmate on next move, queen g7, bishop d7 is played, attacking this queen, and this is protected with the bishop, so Vincent makes another brilliant boom, rook sacrifice. And now bishop h6, queen b2, bishop g7. So basically, by playing rook h6, he removed the defender from b2 rook, and he could takes, queen f6, bishop e4, and Dean admitted his loss. And Vincent won the first game of the tournament and forced three players tie break. So him, Dean Liren, and Daniel Friedman. They're competing for the 4th place and to see who is going to play Maxim Vachier-Lagrave in the final day. So then Vincent is playing with Daniel Friedman. So you see the results, he won. Let's see what happened. So again, Vincent is playing with white pieces and he's playing this weird system which usually Hikaru plays online, in online blitz. And Vincent doesn't mind using it in rapid games as well. Though here, again, you know, Though here he actually took one of the bishops, but black have a very good center. d4, queen b4, and Vincent is going to a better endgame. He has two bishops. Now he has two bishops versus two knights. Very interesting piece endgame. So here they were kinda shuffling around, but here there's this pawn. And also Vincent, of course, is trying to go to the 7th rank. And here, I mean, black are so passive. D takes e4, bishop c4, king f5, rook f1, and now if pawn takes, it would be a checkmate, because king has nowhere to go. So knight d4, after takes e5, now this, and after knight f3, boom. And the point being, if king goes back, basically white will just take. And if, let's say, e takes d3, boom, boom, and if d2 rook d8, f9 c6, we can just simply come back and white wins the game. So Vincent actually made a very huge progress by winning against Friedman, because now he needs a tie or a win against the second game of the day against Team Liren to be on the 4th place and face Maxim Vasilograf in tomorrow's match. So, and this is the final game for today, guys. Vincent Keymer already defeated Dean Liren in their first game, and as you can see, Dean lost to Friedman in the tiebreak. He made a draw against Friedman, then he drew Vincent again. So this was their 3rd game this day against each other, and that's absolutely insane. And again, Vincent is playing with white pieces, e5, e3, knight f6, c4, and again he is playing this line. Oh god, like, if players of such top level continue playing these openings, imagine youngsters and like beginner chess players who will try to do the same. But guys, honestly, play e4, play d4, try to learn openings. Don't play like Vincent. He already has a lot of experience, and knight f3 is not an opening you want to play to make, you know, any progress in chess. So players are shuffling again. So here actually Jin has this d5 kind of weakness, and it's isolated pawn. It's alone on d5, while white control the whole center. So there is c-file, which potentially can be open. Knight g5 is a slight mistake. Rook c4, knight 6, rook 6, e4. Vincent tries in the center, and here Dean decides to sacrifice exchange. And Vincent made another sacrifice, brilliant sacrifice. Because look, if black take this d5 square, or let's say bishop d5 is played, this bishop will be like a pawn on c3. It will be absolutely useless. It will have to go somewhere to g5, which will take some time. And let's say something like, I know, this. There's just e3, there is bishop d5, and black are fine, but after g5, this bishop opens up, and of course, now Dean decides to trade more pieces of the board, but the position is lost. The position is just lost. He took another pawn, knight f4, king g1, rook c5, bishop f7, and here Dean lost on time. He's having a disaster tournament for the second. He has second bad tournament in a row. He had absolutely awful tournament in 960, which Magnus organized, and now he has this. He's going to play a survival match against Daniel Friedman. He is tied for the last place. And tomorrow he'll struggle, maybe not struggle, but he'll try to not be the last. That's insane. World champion. I mean, still, Dean is one of the greatest chess players in the world, but it's clearly that it's very tough. He's having a tough time. I hope he recovers. I hope to see all Dean who can beat everyone. I mean, he hasn't lost to Magnus in this tournament, which might be the good thing. But let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Tomorrow, in Liren, I'll come back with a recap again and tell you what happened. But yeah, Magnus, clear first place. He's going to play Richie Rapport in the final playoff day. Maxim Vachier-Lagrave will play against Vincent Keymer. And Dean Liren is going to play Daniel Friedman for the last place. Let's see what happens. I'll see you soon. I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.